You know, and you see things like the white party be there, and then they have Lil Baby like in a sandwich. Like they're hugging him from the front and the back and stuff.
He is absolutely one of the best human beings in the planet. All right, we're at a party, everyone's drunk. You know, it's a 13-hour party. People drink a lot of alcohol.
But it's 100 people at the party. We in the middle of 100 people. There's nothing weird we could be doing in a party.
Ever since that wild Michael Rubin party, 50 Cent swears, that ain't my boy no more. They got him. He's talking about none other than Lil Baby. And this all kicked off after that viral clip of Baby rocking a tank top, a bright pink belt, and flashing fresh thigh tattoos while having zero ink on his upper body. People online are roasting him hard, saying that move is straight up bizarre. But here's where it gets spicy. 50's convinced this isn't just about questionable style choices. He says Baby's whole vibe changed after that lavish Hamptons white party, where cameras caught Rubin sneaking up and hugging him from behind like they've been best friends forever. According to 50, this could be a full-on humiliation ritual, something certain rappers allegedly go through to keep their fame alive and their careers untouchable in the industry. He's hinting there's a deeper game at play, that Baby's look and actions might be part of something much bigger and way more controlling than anyone thinks. So now the question's burning. What really went down at that exclusive white party? Who exactly is Michael Rubin, and why does he seem so locked in with the hottest young rappers in the game? Let's get into why Lil Baby's name is all over the internet again. And not for a chart-topping hit. The man just stepped out with brand new ink. But here's the twist. His very first tattoos are on his thighs. Fans are losing it because for years, Baby swore in interviews he would never touch his skin with a needle. Now, fast forward to 2025, and the story's flipped. Baby's got 90s on one thigh and Baby on the other, proudly showing them off in fresh Instagram pics with the caption, "Back in that mode." He's out here rocking shorts like he's in a runway shoot, making sure those thigh pieces get the spotlight. And that's not all. There's a bold CBFU tattoo snaking down the side of his lower left leg, first revealed in a July 4th IG post.
We just gonna let this nigga do this. We finna let Lil Baby come out here in his booty coochie shorts and just pop out with his hand in his mouth slit and just, yeah, that's just what we do.
Fans spotted it immediately and had plenty to say. The comment section turned into a conspiracy chat room overnight, with people dropping lines like, "Humiliation ritual, I'm sorry you let them get to you," and "The industry got a hold on my boy." One even joked, "Lay off them shorts before they turn you into a meme." But it didn't stop there. Things really popped off when a new video of Lil Baby went viral. He was on stage performing in those same shorts, rocking a tank top and that eye-catching pink belt. And here's the kicker. He kept yanking his shorts up mid-performance just to flex those fresh thigh tattoos. The internet went wild. In the comment sections, people were basically saying 50 Cent was right from the jump.
He is absolutely one of the best human beings in the planet. He's just such a great human being, and like I love his work ethic, and also like when you hear his story, and I don't know anything about music, so when I met him the first time with Drake in the Bahamas in 2020, and he's telling me his story about, he was in jail a couple years earlier, he never rapped, and now he's got this great, kind of music career. Like, you just want to root for the guy. And I'll tell you something, I've never actually said this before. The stuff of the drunk was the most ridiculous thing in the world, right? We're at a party, everyone's drunk. It's a 13-hour party. People drink a lot of alcohol. Someone captures a picture of me jumping on his back for 1 second and then says, "Oh, there's something suspect about it."
Ever since that all-white Hamptons party at Michael Rubin's mansion, fans swear Baby's whole energy has shifted. One person flat out wrote, "Yeah, Michael Rubin already showed y'all that Lil Baby was his boy. Why are y'all acting surprised?" Another jabbed, "Bunny hops and hugs from the back from a white little guy with money. Okay, this generation is lost." It's got folks asking the big questions. What really went down at that mysterious party? And why was 50 warning Baby about getting too close to Rubin in the first place? The timeline goes back to 2023, when Rubin threw his ultra-exclusive white party in the Hamptons. The guest list was stacked with names like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Tom Brady, Kim Kardashian, and yes, Lil Baby. That's where the infamous photo exploded online. Baby sandwiched in a double hug between Michael Rubin and NBA player Kyle Kuzma.
He's trying to separate himself from the industry, like he doesn't have to party with them. You guys have to understand, they had a party with men walking around with their butt cheeks out, like Keke Palmer.
50 Cent didn't hold back when that party photo started making the rounds. He jumped on Instagram and wrote, "See, this is why I don't go to no party Puffy and them at. The F is going on here." Then he added, "Get the F off my young man," making it clear he wasn't feeling the vibe at all. And then came another viral shot. Michael Rubin hugging Lil Baby from behind like they were lifelong buddies, but it didn't stop there. Baby later posted a video of himself on a private jet with Rubin, laughing and cracking jokes about the photos that had the internet in a frenzy. That's when 50 doubled down, saying, "This is exactly why you never see me at those parties." To him, it was a red flag, plain and simple. Some thought 50 was just being petty for clicks, but others, they've been whispering for years that there's something strange about these high-profile industry parties. Fans call it secret initiation vibes, like some kind of behind-the-scenes test young rappers have to pass if they want to truly level up in the game. Apparently, the nonstop talk started to get under Lil Baby's skin. He clapped back, warning people not to mess with his name. On Lil Yachty's podcast, he even admitted the memes bothered him so much that he asked Rubin for the actual security footage from that night, just to prove nothing shady happened.
When that picture came out, I literally made Mike Rubin go to his security camera at his house, go to the footage and get the whole time, but I ain't even gonna post it on the internet. I'm just like, you feel me? Like, yeah, I ain't even trying to make it into this and make it into that. Like, man, just keep on going, because that's kind of like how I be doing. But some like all that type of that really bothers me.
Even after all that buzz, Baby still chose not to drop the full party footage. That alone kept the rumor mill spinning, but here's the twist. He wasn't upset with Rubin at all. In fact, he praised him, saying, "Rubin's been a super great influence in his life." Though when pressed, Baby admitted he couldn't exactly explain how Rubin had influenced him. That vague answer only made fans side-eye the whole thing even harder. As for Michael Rubin, he didn't stay silent either. In an interview last year, he brushed off the viral photos and called the whole situation ridiculous. According to him, there was nothing weird going on, just a fun night where everyone had a little too much to drink. But the way Rubin went on and on about Lil Baby, some people couldn't help but feel like he was talking with the energy of someone who had a crush. And the whispers about Rubin didn't stop there. Plenty of folks still think there's something off about how he gravitates toward young rappers.
Since we had 5 girls, she be like, up, all y'all get in the shower.
Mike. Man, Mike.
I'm gonna come hug you right now. I'm coming to hug you. Big hug. Get everyone to love each other.
Now this the motherfucker did it though. See, this the motherfucker did it, man.
Especially considering he's not even part of the music industry. And this isn't just about Lil Baby. Remember that clip of Meek Mill bunny hopping for Rubin on a tennis court like it was some kind of challenge? Meek later brushed the whole thing off, claiming it wasn't that serious, just a lost bet with Rubin over a tennis match. But let's be real, a white billionaire making a black man hop like a bunny while barking instructions, the optics are wildly off, and people aren't forgetting that clip anytime soon. So the big question is, who exactly is Michael Rubin? And why does he seem so fixated on hanging around black rappers? His Wikipedia page paints him as a self-made success story. Born in 1972 in Philadelphia, Rubin grew up in a Jewish family in Lafayette Hill.
That's why I don't be going to them puffy parties. I'll be from the front and the back at the same time. What are you talking about? Look, if you're into that, I'm fine with it. To each his own. I'm just saying, mama.
By just 14, he had already opened his own ski shop using his bar mitzvah cash and his dad's lease to get started. He briefly attended Villanova University, but dropped out after only 1 semester. Why? Because he scored a massive $200,000 overstock gear deal, funded by a friend, and flipped it into serious profit. And with that cash, he expanded, sold his shops, and launched KPR Sports, pulling in $50 million in sales by 1995. From there, he founded the company that eventually became GSI Commerce, which turned into a multi-billion-dollar e-commerce powerhouse. Now, Rubin sits on top as the CEO of Fanatics Inc., the giant licensed sportswear supplier for the NBA, NFL, MLB, NASCAR, Formula One, and even WWE. According to Forbes, by mid-2025, his personal net worth sits at a jaw-dropping $10.6 billion. On paper, he's a sharp businessman who climbed from middle-class roots to billionaire status. But here's the thing. For someone who's not in the music industry, his constant presence around rap's biggest names still has people asking, what's really his angle? Here's where things start looking real sketchy. A lot of folks believe most of Rubin's power comes from who he knows, not what he actually does. And that's strange because if you've ever listened to him speak, this man's got zero charisma. People even point out his eyes, saying they look straight up soulless, which only adds to the unsettling vibe. Something about Rubin just feels off. Creepy even. And the mystery deepens when you realize how many rappers, athletes, and A-listers seem eager, almost desperate, to be in his circle. The question is, why?
It's drunken guys. By the way, before cameras, we've all done it. Like, let's keep it real. By the way, you love WWE. You've done it more than anybody.
He's rolled around with people in their skivvies.
Right. Yeah, exactly. By the way, I haven't gone there. But, the thing that actually killed me about that is it actually hurt his career. Last year, and I felt like I've always wanted to help people make.
He's on a good build back.
He's
right
crushing now.
He's crushing.
And I was
He's
just
on a
with
good
him
build
with
back.
Trav and him in London. But actually, the thing is, he's such an extraordinary human being, and he's such a special person. And if you think about people who just want to hate on social media, who one picture of a bunch of drunken people could be turned into something that it wasn't.
Now here's where it gets interesting. Rubin's famous all-white party wasn't even his original idea. That whole concept was made legendary by Sean back in the late 90s. Sean's Hamptons white parties were the hottest ticket in the game, drawing the biggest names in music, film, and sports. Fast forward to now, and many of those same faces have simply migrated to Rubin's guest list. Take Leonardo DiCaprio. Photos show him living it up at Sean's white party in 1997, and then again smiling at Rubin's all-white party just last year. Same story with Jay-Z. There's a shot of him and the late Uptown Records founder Andre Harrell at Sean's 2003 bash. And then years later, he's back at it with Beyonce at Rubin's place in 2024. It's got people talking hard. The theory? Rubin didn't just take inspiration from Sean, he took over the whole scene. If the whispers are true, Rubin's all-white party isn't just about champagne toasts and designer outfits. It could be the perfect setup for something far more calculated. Think about it. You've got a mansion full of billionaires, megastars, and influencers all drinking, all letting their guard down. Cameras are everywhere, but not the kind you see on Instagram.
Count out loud. Count out loud.
1, 2,
Keep going. Keep going. 1, 2. Keep going. Keep going. Don't cheat everybody up. They suck.
The theory making waves online is that these gatherings might be a way to collect insurance, the kind of compromising moments that can be used later to keep people in check. Some folks claim this is exactly how certain power players in Hollywood and the music industry have kept their grip on influence for decades. And here's where it gets wild. Guests aren't just random invitees. These are the most marketable names in sports and entertainment, the ones with massive fan bases and public images worth millions. A single photo or video.
Our staff that's been
Time to
taken at just the right moment could be a career ender or a lifelong leash. People point out how Rubin's circle keeps expanding in strange ways. One year he's tight with rappers like Lil Baby and Meek Mill. The next he's throwing birthday parties for NBA stars. Then suddenly he's shoulder to shoulder with Hollywood legends. It's almost like a carefully curated roster. And while none of this is proven, the fact that Rubin is not in the music business yet moves like an A-list music executive has people suspicious. Why does someone whose empire is in sports merchandise have such deep access to the most famous names in hip hop.
I think what we like to do is bring the right people together in a room and then great things happen.
There's heavy talk online that Rubin, along with a circle of other older billionaires, has a thing for pulling young black rappers into strange, humiliating rituals. Now, nobody's saying anyone's being physically forced, but from what people claim, a lot of these artists choose to play along. Why? For some, it's because they're looking for help with legal trouble. For others, it's about skyrocketing their careers, locking in #1. One album's big award wins and brand deals that change their lives overnight. But then comes the part that makes people's skin crawl, the so-called darker side of all this. Fans are tying these rumors directly to what Cat Williams has been warning about for years. In his sit-down with Joe Rogan, Cat didn't hold back. He said these elite industry parties aren't just about networking. He called them full-on ritual spaces, hinting at bizarre acts and power plays happening behind closed doors. According to him, there's way more going on than outsiders could ever imagine. Deals being made, reputations being built or destroyed, and moments that never see the light of day unless someone decides to leak them. So, when you mix what 50 Cent's been saying, what Cat's been hinting at, and all the viral clips and photos we've seen, you start to wonder if these all-white parties are just glamorous get-togethers, or if they're actually chess games where the players don't even realize they're on the board. If you want the real truth to come out, keep this conversation alive. Smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more deep dives, and stick around because next time we're pulling back the curtain to show you what's really going down in our hood.